So it's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about it, man. State property is back with a reunion, fam. State property has a reunion. Now, I don't want to call it a tour, but for 2 months they got a whole thing of shows, set up. Contact Johnny. If y'all trying to get them booked, and they doing some, performing. And I ain't mad at them for getting their money at all. So it's not hate. They actually coming out here to the forge. So they coming out by the crib. They booked already. And that's for next year, January. But it's gonna be Beanie, Freeway, Young Guns, Chris and Neef, and Peddi. So just them five. Now you might say, well, where's Ski? Now, out of all this was going on, Neef and Oschino going back and forth, doing their little thing. But that's Philly. Philly can basically, two dudes can basically come to pointing guns at each other head and then hug each other the next 10 minutes later saying, I love you, bro. Philly. That's Philly all the way. So you never know how intense it's going to really be. Or they could just put it all to the side and get some paper. So that's just what it is right now. And Oski decided not to roll with the program. I'm quite sure he probably was approached to be in it at first, and then, things they couldn't put aside. And I'm quite sure he probably wasn't happy with the cut, or they probably said, you know what, we ain't gonna put him down with this anyway. But like I've always said, Peddi will always be Peddi. And I'm saying Peddi crack to me is more like North. Those cats gonna land on their feet no matter what. You know what I'm saying? No matter if they didn't take the right steps to do stuff, they like, man, I'm looking out for me. He was in state prop thinking him. You know what I'm saying? When they was beefing with the figures, he was playing both sides. He was cool with the figures. They all was cool with each other. Next thing you know, homeboy on the song dissing him. Like, dog, how you on the song dissing us and I just saw you 2 days ago? And you on the song dissing like I ain't got nothing to do with that. Now you on the song dissing. So they didn't respect him for that. And he's been doing that ever since. He's been jumping from position to position, whichever one fits. So he never really down. You know what I'm saying? So I could not function around people like that. Especially if I have situations I know that person is not going to be that. You have to pick that up almost immediately. Nori situation, it's the same thing. It's the reason why people stopped dealing with Nori. And he had to reinvent himself and came back. But he left New York, went to Miami for a while, and started using his Cuban connections. Then he reinvented himself and came back to everybody was like, yo, Nori, hey, where you been? He was depressed. He had gained like, man, Nori was like 400 pounds. He was bigger than Big Pun. He was depressed. Dudes wasn't dealing with him no more. And I ain't saying he wasn't a good dude or nothing. I'm just saying, when you play both sides of the fence when people got problems, and you cool with the people they got problems with, and you cool with them, you might not be in the middle of it, but the people around, they're gonna be like, dog, he was just over there with them. And he know we got problems with him. He's smoking with us, he going over there to smoke with them. Dude, we got problems with them. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm cool with all y'all. That might be the case, but you got to fall back in them situations. If you can't be around none of them, if that's gonna be the case. If they got to straighten their thing out, you got to let that be known. PD, same way, opportunists. You gonna jump wherever that bag at. So no matter if it's right or wrong, that's a person to me that'll cross you for the bag. And the Neef situation with the paperwork and telling and all that, I don't know about that situation. You know what I'm saying? That's Neef's situation and this and that. I don't know what Beans, the general, went through. I'm really happy for Free. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for Free that he's still with us. You know what I'm saying? Still in the fight. So I'm happy for that, brother. I'm really happy for him. So I hope this tour is successful, just mainly for Free of anybody out of the group. Chris, young Chris, I don't know what happened with his career. I guess Jay used him up and didn't need him no more. But I hope this thing is successful for them. But I can see why Ski didn't join it. I mean, he's probably like, look, I can make all this money on the internet. And he can. So he really don't need a lot of help. And that's for real. But I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I'm out. We didn't talk long enough. It's your boy Carcino, man. I'm out. Don't forget to click that link in the description box. I did get a couple of your emails. But once again, y'all didn't tell me nothing about what business y'all want to discuss. So leave me a message, click the link. I'm out.